Hey everyone, are you ready for what could be the biggest decoupling event we've seen? Because I'm telling you right now, something massive is brewing for XRP, and it's likely happening in November. I'm calling this a mini Phoenix event, and trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Now, this isn't the full Phoenix event. That's the real deal that happens during or right after a major market collapse. But what's coming? This is going to feel like déjà vu all over again. Why? Because we've literally seen this exact playbook before, just 1 year ago. And guess what? The red alerts are confirming it. Plus, David Schwartz has been dropping some absolutely bizarre communications lately. So what's really going on here? Let's dive deep and investigate together. Welcome and current state. Hello everyone, and I hope you're having an absolutely incredible day. Right now, XRP is sitting pretty at around $2.36, just hanging out in this range, waiting for its next big move. Now, you might be wondering, why do I keep talking about déjà vu? I've been hammering this point for months now, and here's my theory. What if they're literally recreating history? It might not play out exactly the same way, but what if what we experienced before we're about to experience again? I'm talking about that insane pump that happened in November 2024. We're almost there again, people. And I genuinely believe it's going to happen all over again. But why am I so confident? Let me show you exactly what I'm seeing. The fun part, community signals. All right, guys, this is where things get really exciting with XRP and our amazing community. Check this out from Big Short. This is absolutely fascinating. On October 18th, he posted, "Stars and stripes brace for a wind of change as destiny's pendulum swings anew. Hide." Now think about this for a second. Stars and stripes brace for a wind of change. There's literally a wind of change coming, people. We've been seeing so much bearishness recently, right? But this wind of change?
I think we're about to see some serious bullishness kick in. Then he mentions a pendulum swinging. Picture this. A pendulum goes from one side to the other. If this side represents the bearish market we've been in, then it has to swing all the way over to the bullish side. That's just how pendulums work. But wait, it gets even better. Remember, that message was for October 18th. Then, on October 20th, and listen to this carefully, he posted something right before that massive pump happened a couple weeks later. He said, "The numbers soared like unseen winds, lifting fortunes beyond reason, as if an ancient force stirred the market's pulse." This was for October 20th, which is literally just 2 days from now. And here's the kicker. In a couple of weeks, we'll be in November. That's exactly when I think we'll experience what he's describing here. Look at the language. The numbers soared like unseen winds. Notice how unseen winds connects back to that wind of change from before. It's all connected. Lifting fortunes beyond reason. Guys, this is going to be so crazy that we'll be sitting there thinking, how is this even possible? How are they giving us all this wealth? But it's all happening because of what feels like an ancient force. Though, honestly, it's probably just Aladdin doing its thing. That's my take anyway. Here's what's absolutely incredible. Remember October 20th from last year? A couple weeks after that date, XRP shot up 600%. 600%, people. XRP literally went 6 times from that point. And get this. Today's timestamp comes out to 1018, which is today's date. In his latest message, he says it hasn't even begun. Think about that for a second. Everything we've been through so far, all the ups, all the downs, all the waiting, it hasn't even begun yet. This is getting me genuinely excited. Look at this, another 1018 reference with an arrow pointing straight up. Let me be crystal clear about something. I think this is going to be XRP and XRP only in the coming weeks. Not right now, not today, not tomorrow. I'm talking about what's probably going to happen in November if the charts stay exactly as they are right now. And speaking of confirmation, Howard Moon just posted something incredible on 8/11 or 1018. Today's date again. Check this out. What are we looking at here? The chain's breaking loose. It's like the phoenix is finally set free to fly. This has to represent XRP. There's no doubt in my mind. This is exactly what a decoupling event looks like, people. And look at that date, November 2nd. That's not random at all. That's exactly when XRP mooned last year. So I'm thinking it's going to happen all over again. The ETF catalyst, this changes everything. When we talk about a decoupling event, there's really only one coin that makes sense here. Sure, Litecoin and Solana have ETFs launching soon, but this is about XRP ETFs, everyone. We've seen all these future ETFs for XRP, but what we really need is SPOT ETFs. And guess what? Spot ETFs are coming very, very soon. Look at this lineup. It's going to be one after the other. We're talking about like 10 spot XRP ETFs launching in quick succession. This is going to be absolutely fantastic to witness. This is exactly how the money is going to pour in. Picture this. Imagine the floodgates just completely opening up. There are going to be brand new pathways of liquidity flooding directly into XRP. That's why my faith in this plan remains rock solid. I'm sticking with this strategy until something fundamentally changes. And so far, nothing has changed yet. This is my game plan. And here's the beautiful part. It matches up perfectly with the charts. The Riddlers are confirming this too. Now, even though the Riddlers haven't been posting as much recently, remember this golden rule. The past proves the future, and the future proves the past. If that's true, then something incredible could be happening again very soon. Think about it. The Riddlers confirmed it. External catalysts are confirmed through the ETFs, and the charts are confirming it too. XRP is showing the same setup, just entering a new phase. The chart analysis that'll blow your mind. Look at this previous resistance level right here, and check out that demand zone. This is actually pretty insane when you really think about it. Now tell me something. How can a human being recreate this? Just look at XRP's chart carefully. This pattern is from way back in 2014, and this is the present moment right now. How could any human create this exact same structure? It's literally impossible. This tells you that there's a bot running these charts, no matter who's behind it. It could be Arthur Brito, it could be someone else. I don't know exactly who, but it's definitely someone with serious money, because this is following the past perfectly. The past proves the future, and the future proves the past. The moment of truth. So let's do this analysis again, everyone. What happened after XRP held this demand zone back then? It's holding right here in the exact same spot now. Well, look what happened next. Wow! So that same pattern is coming, guys. I honestly can't believe this. Did we actually crack the code here? This is going to be a decoupling event specifically for XRP. It's going to be attached to XRP only. I'm absolutely convinced of this. And then it'll probably consolidate in that range, just like it did before. And then we'll see another massive rise later on. We're probably looking at $20 plus, people. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing here. Let's be real though. I guess time will tell. In November, we could be completely wrong about this. But honestly, I have absolute faith in this prediction. Why? Because it seems like the stars are literally aligning perfectly. Everything is going according to plan. And here's something that'll blow your mind, especially when a bot tells you not to buy XRP. Check this study out. Grok AI is currently long on literally everything except XRP. The AI is bullish on every single cryptocurrency except XRP. What does that tell you? Maybe, just maybe, you should be bullish on XRP while being bearish on everything else. And here's another incredible connection. August 18th, add 2 months, and you get October 18th on our calendar.
Everything is getting the green light, which brings us back to those ETF tweets we talked about earlier. The ETFs are going live very soon, and again, everything is matching up beautifully. The historical warning that's about to repeat. Remember when BlackRock's once said, "I feel sorry for anyone who owns Bitcoin and Ethereum. So many are about to cry asking, how can this be?" I would imagine this scenario is about to play out again. I mean, it happened once back in late 2024, right? Everyone on crypto Twitter was losing their minds, saying, how could this be? How is XRP rising when none of our coins are doing anything? But here's the thing. These are all just mini events, people. The big one, when we actually talk about Event X or the Phoenix event, that's the massive one. But that's not happening yet. The Trump connection that changes everything. Now, if you don't believe in the red alerts, I think you absolutely should, because Mr. Poole just got confirmed yesterday on October 17th with that submarine image. This comes from President Trump himself. President Trump was just asked about potential survivors from his strike on Venezuelan drug traffickers, and they stated, "We are not prepared to announce all those details, but you will get that information very shortly." Then Trump said this.
On Venezuela, there are survivors from your latest boat strike. What happens to those survivors?
Well, I'll ask Marco to discuss that possibly.
Yeah, it's well known there's an ongoing narco-terrorist operation the United States has been conducting. As far as details of any recent strikes, we're not prepared here to announce all those details, but you'll get that information here very shortly.
And how are there survivors when these are meant to be lethal attacks?
Yeah, again, I mean, we're undertaking these operations against narco-terrorists. That's what these are. These are terrorists. Let's be clear. And but as far as the details of any recent operations, when we are prepared to announce those, we will, as the president has consistently done. So you may get something on that later today.
Let me ask you, that was in a submarine, right? We attacked a submarine, and that was a drug-carrying submarine built specifically for the transportation of massive amounts of drugs, just so you understand. This was not an innocent group of people. I don't know too many people that have submarines. And that was an attack on a drug-carrying, loaded-up submarine. Yeah.
On Putin, is it your belief, as Mr. Zelensky said yesterday, that the threat of tomahawks and cost Secretary...
You guys realize this video was posted on October 17th, right? Look at this timing. October 17th. When was Mr. Poole's submarine post date? October 17th. So now we know he's being given a script. The Trumps are confirming the red alerts to the highest order. David Schwartz's bizarre communications. But wait, it gets even stranger. We haven't even begun to scratch the surface, because David Schwartz keeps coming out with these absolutely weird communications. Like, what is this even about? And it's not just happening once. This has been going on for years. His latest post. Did the Clippers pay for these ads? Warriors fans deserve Pepsi. Warriors fans deserve Pepsi. Now, Pepsi isn't too bad. It's actually pretty tasty. But why does he keep talking about this stuff? People in the comments were going crazy, saying, wait a minute, something strange is happening here. The hidden message that'll shock you. And here's where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. When you investigate the picture he posted, look a little closer. What do you guys see? Do you see it? 589 factorial. Let me zoom in on this. 589 right there, clear as day. Think about this for a second. David Schwartz pointed his camera, his phone, literally right here. He perfectly positioned the camera to take this picture, which then shows 589. He could have pointed the camera a little bit lower, but he chose not to. He specifically wanted to include that 589 in the shot. It's clear as day, everyone. This isn't coincidence. This is intentional communication. The deep dive into hidden communications. This is clearly a communication for 589. But wait, there's another number hidden here. Do you see that 33 as well? This is huge because XRP historically moons on 13 or 33, along with 589, which represents the reset. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Pepsi apparently had to go all the way to Minnesota to get these drinks. At first glance, it just looks like soda pop, but look at those Pepsi colors carefully. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, blue.
Doesn't that remind you of the Russian flag? And I'm pretty sure this connects back to Fancy Bear, which ties directly to Russia, and BG Winter 3. That's a bear communication. Very interesting stuff happening here. The numerical connections get deeper. But the rabbit hole goes even deeper. When you break down Pepsi in Jamaica, it comes out to 224. Take 2 plus 4 and you get 6. Then you have that 2 right there. When you slice it apart, 116 comes out to, wait for it, 911 factorial. This is getting absolutely incredible. Remember, Baba Cooks told us the storm begins August 18th, which happens to be today's date when we adjust for the timeline. And that Fancy Bear video connection, it comes directly from They Call Me Baba. This is a completely legitimate account, just so everyone knows. This isn't me making this up. The final confirmation. In fact, Baba actually posted something recently that ties this all together. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This isn't the end of the story. It's the next chapter. That's coming directly from Baba Cooks, and that perfectly describes what seems to be incoming right now. Wrapping up, the excitement is real. I'm truly excited about what's coming next, everyone. This decoupling event is absolutely on the horizon, in my opinion. It's not happening on thin ice. This is built on a solid foundation of signals, patterns, and communications that are all pointing in the same direction. The stars are aligning, the numbers are adding up, the communications are getting stronger, and November is right around the corner. Whether it's the 589 signals, the 33 patterns, the AI doing the opposite of what makes sense, or David Schwartz's perfectly positioned photos, everything is telling the same story. XRP's time is coming, and I genuinely believe we're about to witness something that'll change the entire crypto landscape forever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to stay tuned because things are about to get absolutely wild.